Hey, we back with another session of the 2 Cents Podcast. I'm your host and your journalist, Nino. Fellas, I gotta say it, man, you guys are really putting your best foot forward in trying to impress, trying to finalize the deal with the woman that you're hunting for or attempted or going after. I mean, again, this is a topic that is something basis the fellas that wants to impress or wants to get the approval or the likening of a woman. But hey man, I'm not mad at you. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm here for that. I'm gonna give you my opinions. You know, to my peeps, leave comments on my podcast, whether it's negative or positive. I'm only going to give you my comments. I'm only going to give you my opinion. I'm only going to tell you what I think about it. But these fellas not playing. Hey, man, I feel you. I feel you to the fellas. I feel you. And, you know, this is an old one. This one I've been saying for a long time. Who do women or a woman prefer? A fighter or a lover? That's the topic. Who do a woman or women prefer? A fighter or a lover? Basically, I don't think you can go wrong. Basically, I think, you know, you can have the best of both worlds. That's me personally. I think you can have the best of both worlds. But I'm going to try to break it down. The answer is definitely still hanging in the balance. It's generally a combination of both, as I said. A fighter and a lover qualities that are both attractive. A man who is assertive and protective, that's a fighter, can be very appealing, as can a man who can be very caring and emotionally available. That's a lover. Ultimately, a man who embodies both strength and empathy and can navigate different situations with confidence and strength is often seen as the most desirable. That's what I'm saying. You can have the best of both worlds. You can be gentle, but you can be rough. You know, you can compromise, but then again, you can throw them hands too. So you got to realize a woman wants to be protected, but then she wants to be made love to, and not just made love to certain levels of that, because every woman is different. She wants to be made love, you know, maybe strongly, as one woman would, and then she wants to be made love a little bit more gently, as another woman would. But through all of that, all women want to be protected. They want their man to stand up for them, basically, even when they're right or wrong. So, again, what does a woman or women prefer? A fighter or a lover? You can't go wrong any way you go. And then again, I think if you have both qualities, oh yeah, you that guy, you him. Fighter qualities. Let's start out with the fighter qualities. Some women are attracted to men who can be assertive, protected, and physically strong. Those qualities can be associated with confidence and the ability to handle challenges, which can be very appealing. Yes, a woman gonna want a man to be able to come to her rescue. I'm gonna keep it point blank with you fellas. Even if you got to get into an altercation with another fella about it, a woman sees it like this. Even if she wrong or right, she wants her man, especially if she getting disrespected by another man, you know, whether it's verbally or even if he's trying to physically disrespect her, she wants her man to step up, step in, and handle that problem for her. That's what she wants. Because I believe a woman look at it like this. Well, I've heard women discuss this certain way. Ain't no way I'm going to go home and let this fool crawl up on top of me. But then he let this guy that was disrespecting me, put his hands on me, and he didn't do nothing. He was like a little cowardly lion. Oh no, a woman not feeling that. Fellas, you can lose the challenge. You can lose the fight. But you better fight and stand up for your woman, because that's what she's looking for. She just want to be protected, It's not how you protect it. It's that she want to be protected. Even if you lose the fight, you willing to put yourself on the line for her. That's what she looking for, And that's why she says she's looking for a fighter. All fighters don't always have to win all the fights, because every fighter doesn't win every fight. But you got to be willing to fight. The love qualities. Other women prioritize emotional intelligence, kindness, and the ability to nurture a relationship. 3 qualities are often seen as essential for building a strong and loving bond. Yes, they want you to be smart. They want you to be kind. They want you to... Who woman doesn't love to be treated with respect? Who woman doesn't love a man to spend not only his money, hard-earned money on her, but spend his hard-earned characteristics on knowing how to treat her toward her? What woman doesn't like that? She also likes an intelligent man. We all know women like to be led. Women are not stupid, but they figure, if this the man that I'm going to potentially spend this little time of my life with, and then it goes into more time of my life with, and then potentially a lot of my life with, he has to be the one standing out front. He has to take my hand and guide me. That's what I'm looking for. So that's the part on the love qualities. And of course, we know once you get in between the sheets, you got to be able to handle your business too, because I have heard too. Now, much as a woman loves a fighter and to be protected, it has been some scenarios where a woman had that fighter, but when he got in the bedroom, he wasn't stroking her right. And again, that's a big quality when you're in a relationship with a woman. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to be that fighter, but you got to be that lover too. Each reciprocates the other. It got to be even on it. The man had a mad hand game. He had them hands. He could throw them blows. He could get his swing on. I'm gonna put it like this. He'll call you to the square. But when he got in the sack, I don't know, it was like maybe he had ED, erectional dysfunction, or something was wrong and she wasn't satisfied. Now, she loved him protecting her, but she wasn't handled right when it got into time to be intimate. So now her mind is drifting and wondering, because again, a woman wants to both. She wants both of them qualities from a man. It's not one is better than the other. You can protect me, but you sure better be handling me when you get me in the sack. You handle them challenges by fighting for me when you out in this world, but I'm the challenge when you get in that bed and you need to handle me. Or if you don't, my mind will get to wondering, and now I'm looking for somebody that can handle me when you get me in the sack or intimately. The ideal. Many women find a man attractive who can balance both. A man who is confident and capable, but also kind, compassionate, and emotionally available is often considered the most desirable. He's someone who can stand up for himself and others when needed, but also offer comfort and support. He can go to battle. He can go to war. He can fight for himself. He can fight for you, as far as the woman, and your kids, as far as the woman, even though they're not his. But he also can be kind. He can chill back. He can be considerate. He can be not too much over the top. He can show confidence. He can show support. He's going to stand in your corner strong. He's going to be with you when you discomfort. He's going to be able to comfort you. You can lay on him. You can talk to him. He's going to ride with you, whether you right or wrong. That's what women like. And that's qualities that a lot of men possess, but then a lot of men don't possess, because there are more yokes on one side of having this quality, where either they're a better fighter than lover, or if you want to pivot, they're a better lover than fighter. But it is fellas, because I have heard women say it is fellas out there that can get down equally yoked on both of the qualities. You know what I'm saying? They not missing a beat. They coming with it. You know, they when they stood up and walked out, they was confident, chest sticking out, mind mentally strong. You know, ready to go to battle, ain't bagging down from nobody. But then again, ready to bag up their woman, ready to be supported for their woman at all costs. Individual preferences. It's important to remember that preferences vary greatly from woman to woman. That's facts. Some women may be more drawn to traditionally masculine traits, while others may prefer more sensitive and emotional expressive partner, or a more expressive partner. That's what I'm trying to say. It all boils down to what is you like, what is your preference. Because then again, as we turn it, that woman might like a more masculine man that has them hands, but then he's not too good in the sack. But she's still gonna ride with him, because she'll see it like this. I can teach him how to improve his sex game, but he's a fighter, he got them hands. Oh no, I'm riding with him because he can protect me. He can protect the woman. He got her back. She feels comfortable. It can be her and him versus a many, a few, more than one. And she still is confident, because she looks at her guy he's not only a fighter, he's a one-man game. Okay, when we get to the crib or we get to the house, you know, and we get intimate, he's not apex at that. He's not the best that she ever done came across. But she can teach him, work with him on that game, you know, help him find his tools on his sex game. But them hands he got is second to none. And then there's vice versa. We got the woman that adores the man that, I'm not going to say he's a punk or he's a coward, but he's not a great fighter, you know. So he's going to try to talk his way out of it. But again, he might not be a great fighter. He's still willing to fight. But then sometimes men are willing just to compromise. Now, you can talk your way out of stuff a lot of times, fellas, but sometimes you got this going on and knuckle up. But that's not what she's looking for. She'd rather have that man that when he gets home and gets her with her clothes off, you know, that's where he's the heavyweight champion of the world. That's where he got the belts that no men have. You know, he's undisputed when he gets her in the bed. And that's what she likes. But that's the preference. She said, because then she probably tell him, well, as you know, you're great in this sack. You need to go take up boxing or something. You need to get combative, know how to protect yourself, know how to defend yourself. As a woman would tell him, the one that she preferred a man that's better in the sack than better with his hand. Go learn how to protect yourself. Go learn some skills, take up boxing, maybe take up karate, but then again, learn how to protect me also as you protect yourself. But it's also a preference. One might like the fighter more, as we had said, the masculinity. One might like, you know, the lover more sensitive and emotional, expressive. Beyond physical traits, while physical strength and fighting ability can be attractive, many women also value personality traits. Let me repeat that. While physical strength and fighting ability can be attractive, many women value personality traits like humor, intelligence, and kindness. A man who is confident in himself and his abilities, but also respectful and considerate, is often seen the most appealing. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Because women do love men that super confident and has a lot of great traits as kindness, intelligence, you know, considerate and respectful. But in today's world, fellas, especially if you got a baddie, and I'm talking about your female is bad, sooner or later you're gonna probably have to come across an altercation, you know, and you probably trying to really not even go down that road. You trying to like, nah, I don't want to do this. So have your game plan, because so many people out here are just goofy and loony that, you know, they'll just walk up and be disrespectful basically towards your woman. And if you're there with your woman, you can try to be considerate. You can try to turn the other cheek and go the other way. You can think to yourself, I don't want to get in no altercation. I don't want to get in no brawl, you know. I'm trying to avoid that. I don't want no problems. But people are persistent now with this goofiness, with this madness. They want to test you. So, you know, a lot of people and a lot of fellas that can fight, they don't go out looking for a fight. You ever heard that saying, I don't start a lot of things, but I will end it? That's how they feel. So, you know, you want to just go on by your business. But if somebody keep pushing your button, and that's as far as towards you or your lady with the disrespect, only your calling card is going to be is to react. And react with force. Who do a woman or women prefer, a fighter or a lover? You can't go wrong with now one of them. If you one, then the other one, that's cool. If you're both of them, hey man, you are him. Because you have, like I say, you are fortunate to be blessed with or talented to have both of them characteristics. And a lot of times, a lot of men don't have both of them. It's not nothing wrong with having one or either or, but if you blessed with both of them, hey, this counts your blessings. Who do a woman or women prefer, a fighter or a lover? 2 Cents, the podcast. I'm Nino. Thank you.